So I'm trying to install the Access Tonnosport tonneau cover, and it's being a pain in the butt. So this is what they show. You got these clamps, and you just put, you know, this piece up there, like so, and you put these clamps on there, but they send you this, which is not, of course, you know, the wife's gonna, hey, you taking a video? No, I'm just holding my phone talking to myself. Anyway, if you do notice, they send you a second instruction panel, which would use this type of clamp. But that's for a side rail. And I have a plastic bed liner in here. So next step is I'm looking up inside here after I pulled off the rail cover, and down in there, oh, there is actually a place that you could probably put a bolt in it, right? Okay, that means I would have to line it up and drill a hole in the plastic. No big deal. Same thing with this one. It's accessible. You can see it. But it's supposed to be 3 clamps in the system, and you can't. There is no other bolt nut in there. Call it a welded nut. Sorry. Anyway, the middle one's right here. So I'm gonna have to drill a hole in here. But man, it's a lot of energy. So anyway, pull the bed cover back a little bit, and there are screws in there. They're not quarter 20s. There's some kind of weird metric thing, but anyway, of course, I only found 4, and of course, they're still not long enough. So that means a trip to Home Depot, which I am not going to do. So I'm gonna dig out some self-tappers, which I already did. Now I'm just gonna self-tap that thing in there. I did it on the first one I had, which I installed 10 years ago. And that'll be that. Turns out that the self-tapping screws that I had were too short, so I still got to go to Home Depot. Or I could try attaching it with the nail gun. Kidding. Anyway, off to Home Depot I go. Yay. A simple 1-hour job turned into 4. I am back from Home Depot, and it's the next day. And I bought, these are M6-1 by 50, and I got some 60 millimeter, 50 millimeter M6-1. Anyway, I'm not going to use those because I'm going to drill holes in the plastic and line it all up. And I don't want to do it at work because I'm lazy, and it's all going to look the same in the end anyway. So I also got some number 10s in the 3/4 and 1 inch length at Home Depot, and they made me buy 100 of each. I only need like 12. Anyway, measured the thickness of the rail system and my plastic piece bed liner and the thin little metal piece that it's going to drill into, and I'm not going to take these out because I'm going to return them for $10. You can see right there, those are the 3/4, They're kind of right on the edge. They may not make it, so I am going with the 1 inch, and you'll see right there I got some threads to spare. So let's get to it. I'm going to grab my awesome DeWalt brushless. This thing is a beast, man. I love it. And I just grabbed that from my new shelf I put together yesterday. Yeah, it works pretty good, except for it doesn't fit the old DeWalt, what was those, 12 volt or 18 volt back in the day? Anyway, fits the 20 volt quite awesomely. So I'm gonna take my stuff out there, and we'll. Oh, the dog's back. Hey, dog. Did you get you some sun there, buddy? He's your good puppies. All right. So I'm gonna go with like a millimeter above the bed rail. I'm just thinking that's probably better for water runoff. And I clamped it all in with the whatever you got. These are vice grips, obviously, but hey, if you got a bed cover, whatever, you're gonna run an issue where you got that, but without even having to cut that, I still got clearance on my tailgate. So now I'm gonna drill them in with the 1 inch self-tap. I think I put it up too high, the rail. It looks great from the inside, right? I did a really nice job. However, it seems a little high. I kind of thought the flaps were going to come down a little bit more. I tried to put the seal just a tad, because my thought, a tad above the bed rail, my thought is, water go off onto the bed rail. However, I got this big gap, which I'm not really liking. Stick my finger in there. Maybe I'll tighten it down a little bit more, but I still think it's a little too high. I got the seal. They don't really mention how to, well, they might mention how to install it, but I haven't seen it yet. All right, let me think about it. So I made some adjustments at the front and just a tiny little gap, which I think is normal. And then they got the seal right here. Like the sound effects, you're welcome. Which is gonna go here, but I don't know, if a power washer hits that thing, it's gone. So I gotta think about that one. It is still a little bit high. I'll about come back and do it, but I'm out of patience today. So I'll finish that up later, but it looks great. That's the Tonnosport roll-up cover. So hope that helps, guys. I think I would next time just make the silver piece even with the top of the bed. But still, then you got a channel of water because the seal's further down. I don't know. Anyway, it's not made to be perfectly watertight. I got the bed liner. It's got the ridges, so if I put anything in there, all the water is going to run under whatever I put in there. And if you're really worried about it, put it in plastic bags. But good enough for now. I'll adjust it later. Thanks for listening.